Konnichiwa! Today, let's talk about how we can help our children continue to grow on this language journey that we're on by being their best language partner. And you, yes, you, are the most qualified for this job because you already taught them English. Yeah, you did. And you did a good job, girl. Ah. So think about it. How'd you do that, right? We're going to think about how we did that so that we can use that, boom, 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 to nurture and support them in their second language. How many times a week does your child say something wrong or like a little off in English? They don't get a reference, maybe don't know a word? A lot. We don't really remember or harp on it because we kind of just joke about it. They say something wrong, you're like, girl, you so silly. You mean, are you talking about that? Blah, blah, blah. And we correct them. No one felt embarrassed, no one felt slighted, and everybody just moved on and learned. That was a whole grammar lesson you just laid out. Didn't feel like it. So that's what we want to be mindful of in this coming week, this coming month, of when are we correcting their English and how are they reacting to it? What are we saying? How are we, correcting them so that we're able to correct and use that same boom boom, that same model when you're correcting their second language. You with me? Okay, so let's talk about modeling the behavior you want them to do. What does that mean? Basically, you know the saying, action speaks louder than words. So basically, that's what I'm telling you. If you want her to read for 30 minutes, when is the last time she saw you reading? Have she saw you reading, not a phone. I know it's a book on a phone, okay, but a real book, a paper book, sitting on the couch, relaxing, flipping pages, enjoying it. When is the last time your child saw you writing anything? Like, not a quick note, or probably even a quick note, writing anything these days, not on your phone. Actually, writing a paragraph or two of something. They don't see it. They don't understand what work is, what you do at work. That's a really ambiguous word for, their little minds. What? Yeah, I know mom goes to work, but they don't like think about you writing paragraphs and reading things. They just like, oh, she's at work, she makes money, okay. So I like to think they need to see you doing it. And then somewhere in their psyche, when you go tell them to read for 30 minutes, they're not back talking you. And they're like, why don't you read something for 30 minutes? When last time you wrote it 3 times each? They're like, oh, my mom does this all the time. It's no big deal. That's kind of like what you want, that positivity. They might still not want to do it, but they're a little bit more positive about it, right? So what am I trying to say? Read. You want them to be readers? Read in front of them. Read to them. They are never too old to be read to. That is so important. You are always like mentally and like you can speak way ahead of your reading ability. It's true. Your kids can comprehend the English language right now, right? But your, let's say 5-year-old, your 5-year-old can't read the whole Harry Potter series. But you could read the Harry Potter books to them and they would understand it, right? Exactly. So that goes up. Even in high school, you guys could be reading a series together, a chapter a day of something. And bonus, in your second language, right? Fun family times. I know, right? I am. Don't worry about it. All right, but y'all gonna get on board, get on this geek train with me, and we gonna learn together. All right? Okay, so another advice I have is make sure that they see you reading and they see your company reading, the friends you keep reading. I know, tie the two together. Think about it. If you don't want your kids to curse and you want them to be kind, what would you do? You would be kind and you wouldn't curse. And you are the people that you are around or that you have around your children. You would remind them to be kind and don't curse, right? So if you want your children to be readers, you want them to be bilingual, you want them to be smart, why wouldn't you have the company you keep also model that behavior for you? Oh, best believe when you come to my house, you reading a book with my kids. Y'all think I'm playing. You better ask anybody that's been to my house. Anybody. And I'm not just talking about grandma. I'm talking about best friend. I'm talking about associate that came over to drop off the present. Yeah. Oh, come on in, girl. If you sat down on the couch, you had something to drink, you read a book. I'm pretty sure. Think back. Oh, you remember. Yep, you did. All right. I slip in there real smooth like y'all. I'm like, oh, let's get the kids a snack. You know what? While they're reading, why don't you read this to them? They were like, oh, really? Yeah. Before they know it, everybody's giggling, they're laughing, and they don't even know. They just reinforce for you so many different things on a psychological level. They reinforce reading is cool. You know, mama's friends come over, kids think that it's just, you know, they want the friend's attention. They got that attention just then. I'm giving you my undivided attention. I'm reading to you. Reading's cool. My mom, her friends read. Everybody reads. Kind of gives that. Everybody doing it kind of feel to it. Just education's important. It's just so many things that are underlined in that one little small interaction. A children's book takes what, 5-10 minutes? They talk about it. They laugh. They get to know your kids a little bit more. And then, of course, this usually leads to them asking about their second language. And with that, your friends usually will try to say a weak hello in the language or count with them or something. And then the kids will teach them how to count and everybody will laugh, have a good time. And with that, you know, they end up praising the kids. Oh, I'm so proud of you for learning that language. Oh, you're doing such a good job in that. And that reinforces them and helps them want to learn. So just keep that in mind. When your friends come to visit, yeah, I know, it's negative Nancy. She always come on Vent Friday. She want to watch Housewives and she want to vent about what happened today. But she can vent right after she read this book. Y'all think I'm playing. It might calm her mind down too. She need a little break from all that venting, and you need a break from the negativity anyway. So have her read the book right there with little Susie and Tim, and then after that, y'all can, you know, do whatever y'all usually do. But you gonna read that book, bro. So just keep that in mind when grandma, grandpa come, uncles, cousins, but also friends. They can do it. It only takes 5 minutes, and it's so important to your kids. All right, so my takeaways for today: model the behavior that you want your kids to do, and that could be in any aspect of your life. You want your kids to exercise more and don't eat so much. You don't eat so much and exercise more. When I start drinking more water, my kids drink more water. Why? Because they see mommy doing it. Okay? And second, get your friends on board. If they come to your house, then they part of your life and they need to help. So it takes a village to raise a child. Get your village together and let's do this all together. All right, that's my 2 cents for the week. I'll see you next week. Jane.